Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And today I come to you from Balmain, and more specifically I'm down here by the Parramatta River, and I'm standing in the old pump house. It's a little area here called the pump house, and this is where the pump was for the electricity generation station. It would pump water out of the river. Let me just come over here just to show you where I am. So here's the river here. It would pump water out of the river and pump it into the electricity generation station, and this was where it all happened. And there's a little plaque there talking about the pump house and the electricity generation station. Now this area here has been redeveloped, and there are apartments and walkways, and it is quite beautiful. A lovely part of Sydney. You can probably see out the back here, over there is Birkenhead Point through this little pane window. Let me get a little bit closer. There's Birkenhead Point on the other side, and I've never been down here before. It's my first time, but I used to work with a fellow when I used to work at Hudson. Tommy Snowden used to live down here, and he always used to say how beautiful it was for walks and runs, and now I know what he meant. So today what I'd like to do is talk to you about a topic that is near and dear to my heart. Many years ago when I was working at IBM, the Japanese IT industry was a strong competitor to the US computer industry, and they were making big inroads into computing. And I came across a couple of terms which interested me back then, and they were quite interesting words because each culture has its own sort of traditions and its own sort of ways of life. And I did do martial arts for a number of years, so I do have a lot of interest in the Japanese culture and Japanese way of life. But one of the terms that I came across, which I want to share with you today, is called Shibumi. Shibumi. I don't know if anybody else has heard of Shibumi, but I'll just take you through what my understanding is of Shibumi, just to bring you up to date. It's a hard concept or a hard word to translate, but I guess from a Western perspective, it means effortless perfection. In our lives, we are surrounded by people who seem to be able to do lots and lots of things, high achievers, and it always seems to be effortless. And you wonder, how do they do it? I get to do things sometimes and I'm like a chicken with its head chopped off. Whereas other people can be under immense pressure. Performers, athletes, parents, mothers for example, running families. They seem to be doing it with effortless ease and effortless perfection. But I guess behind the effortless perfection is a lot of planning, there's a lot of preparation, a lot of patience, and a lot of experience. So effortless perfection is something which we should all try and look up to and achieve. It's quite easy to get flustered when you're under pressure, and to get angry, and to run around, trying to get things done, and to fire off orders, and to be hyperactive. But what society really appreciates, this is my take now, so having worked in large corporates for many years, you tend to gain a healthy respect for leaders who are calm, who are patient, who have got a vision, and not the ones who are running around anxious and creating problems where there are no problems. So what do we take from this? What do we learn from this? For children in our lives, for all of us, is to try and be calm. Try and be as calm as possible when you're executing your work and your activities, because there's nothing more beautiful than to see poetry in motion, to see people working magic without being stressed, without causing stress. You know, you go to the ballet and everything seems to just happen. And I just wonder, I always say to myself, how do they remember all of their steps? How do they remember where to be, how to throw, how to twirl? And it's happening over and over again, and they're not repeating the same thing over and over again. It's completely different steps, different routines, and it goes for an hour, or 2 hours, or 3 hours sometimes. But they make it look effortless. I remember being at the ballet once with Paula, and there was an elderly lady who sat next to us, because we have subscription tickets to the ballet, and we've been sitting next to the same people for years. And it was it Stephen McAllister who was it Stephen? Well, one of the lead dancers. Paula will remind me when I see her. He was a tall one. There was a tall one and there was a short one. Anyway, the tall one. And the lady next to us said, "He is such a generous dancer that he makes everybody around him look good." And I sat and thought, I go, wow, how wonderful is that? That to be a dancer and to be that good, that you've got the extra time, not only to make yourself look good, but also to make the other dancers around you look good. Like you could take the ballerina and spin her, and he had extra time. He just seemed to have extra time to do everything. Whereas other dancers, they're, working hard just to keep up, so to speak. Whereas he was always just appeared to be relaxed. Appeared to be relaxed, and he appeared to have time to do everything without being stressed or creating stress. So, what do we take from this today? I guess the message is to work hard to gain experience, to prepare, to plan your activities. But when you're performing, when you're in front of people, you need to take some deep breaths, back off, relax, and do what you do as calmly as you can, so that it does look effortless. And they can see Shibumi in action. I remember one person explaining to me once, he said, "You see those graceful swans over there on the water?" There are no swans here, by the way. But you see those graceful swans on the water, moving effortlessly through the water, and they just look so graceful. He said, if you look under the water, their legs are going 1,000,000 miles an hour. So it looks graceful, it looks effortless, but there's a lot of work happening behind the scenes, out of view, so that people think that it's effortless, but in fact there's a lot of work that's gone into it. Anyway, I've enjoyed delivering this one here today. It's an impromptu one, it's unrehearsed, it's unplanned, and hopefully it comes across effortless. I don't think so, but it will get there. I plan to deliver 1,000 of these vlogs over the next 3 years, and I must admit, with each one that I do get a lot more comfortable at doing them, and don't get flustered or stressed. and I enjoy sharing my knowledge, my learnings with everybody, and hopefully you can do the same with me one day so I can see your vlogs. Anyway, let's finish with a positive affirmation. Take in a nice breath. I'm alive, I am well, I feel great. To all my friends out there, to all my followers, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, practice Shibumi. Practice doing things effortless. Like the plane flying in, it just looks effortless in the sky. But those turbines are turning at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Anyway, until next time, until tomorrow morning 5 a.m, all the best. A kiss, take care, and we'll chat again. Bye for now. Cheers. There's a lady watching me. She must think I'm crazy. See you later. Bye.